colors, and we will do a very nice still life portrait, still life drawing, where I will try to complete the session. If it is not lengthy, then I will continue it in the next class. So let's start quickly. If you are joining for the first time, we have live sessions every week on different art forms, and we cover portrait sketching, drawing, painting, anatomy, watercolor, landscape, clay, everything. So you can subscribe the channel and press the notification bell to get notified of the further sessions. Now let's quickly start. I have made a rough sketch. You can also do it. It is nothing. It is a chocolate which I have made, and we will try to make the details and try to get it more close to reality. So when we do any coloring, then we experiment, and this is also an experiment. So I am starting from a light tone first. After that, you keep watching the steps. So I am using light brown first, and there are other tones which I will be using. Brown has different tones. So when you will have different shades, then this will help in getting you the tones. Okay, so let's start. This area is called the caramel, I think, of the chocolate. So this will be done slightly light brown, and this I am doing it because it is the lightest. There is other area also which is light, but we'll start. I am starting from a light tone. And there is white as well as there is brown tone. So keep observing the tones which I am using. So there is always, because in pencil color the blending is difficult. People say that blending is difficult, but you just observe what is done and how it is done. So first we put a light tone. I am putting a light tone in this, and without applying too much of pressure on the drawing, you will put the color. So here the pencil tone and the shading is applied. Over this we will put brown tone, and then there will be a tone of dark brown and a little bit of reddish orange. So this is a chocolate, therefore it is a chocolate brown which I am using, and this area is the inner portion, and the yellow part which you are seeing is the caramel shade, which is, I think, liked by everyone. Now the brown will be mixed with the yellow, which is the golden yellow, and when it will be shaded over the yellow, when I will put brown, it will become golden brown. So the caramel will be become golden brown, which is the shine in it. So I am doing different areas, and it will come out slowly. So start from a light tone, and if you have started with a dark tone, then the area which you want light, you can always shade it with light. Now this is the area which is the shine, which is the upper area in the chocolate. So this is light brown, and there will be a tone of dark brown shown. Now here the blending is to be done. This is the upper portion, and this will be having a mixture of brown and yellow. Now this area, which is the upper part of the chocolate, here I have to shade and I am mixing the color and spreading the shade softly. And there are some areas which I will leave white. If you are doing a shade in pencil color, then the blending is more important, mixing of colors, because the color will not spread or mix on its own just like in watercolor. Therefore, you have to see that the blending is done, and you have to see that the blending is done in such a way that the three tones which are prescribed in coloring of any medium, that is done. So if you keep the first shade light, over this you can give a dark shade anytime. If you will see this, then it will be a fast forwarded session. So fast forwarded videos are there, but they will maybe some people face problem. So they had asked to have this real life. The real life sessions in anything, they take time. Therefore, the sketching and the basic part of the drawing I have done earlier to save time, so that you can see maximum in front of your eyes. So when we apply the tone, the color, then you can use a tissue paper, you can use brush for blending the color. So I will show to you all the experiments which we have to do while we are painting anything. Now this is the end of the edge of uh, the chocolate bar, and we have to show a shine also. So first I am doing brown, and some areas I will do the brown light. Now dark I can do anytime. First I am filling the color, then I will blend this so that the gaps which are left, because of the color, they blend and they become soft. So in some areas where it is dark, the stroke work will become automatically light, but we blend so that the color merges in the background. This is first layer applied on one side. Now I will be moving faster. I want to do maximum work in one session only. Now try to move the pencil in one direction. Some areas you will see I have left white. Normally we fill the whole drawing with one light shade. Then we do another dark shade and then come to dark shade. But since I am showing you a full complete session, therefore some areas I am deliberately keeping dark and some areas are light. Now this portion I want to show shine. and this portion I want to show shine. Therefore I have left them white, because one thing, the light you can make dark easily, but if it is a pencil color, if you want to make anything light, then you will have to make rub the dark part, because it will not give you a light shade. Now this is the curve and fold in the, there are cuts in the chocolate. So first we apply a first layer, then I will show you the smudging. There are some typical surface things which are there in every still life. Now this is an edible thing, and the surface is normally soft. This is the outer boundary of the chocolate, and there will be some areas which will be shown light. So first I am filling it with light brown, and it is one brown only, but I am filling it lightly. The outer edges will be done with some detail to show a curve in the object. So last time we, if you see, there was a session earlier on making a rupee note. In the beginning, because it started and it took time to get to match the feature. So same way in this one also, I have to get the shade and the structure as well as the texture of the chocolate. So this is the lower portion of the chocolate which I am doing dark, and this portion needs to be changed. This is the lower part, and here in this part I have to do it with a bite. White means the white portion which is in the chocolate, that one I have to do. Now this is the chocolate without a cover, and at the top you will see it is a chocolate packet wrapper. So I will try to do both. If both are not possible, we will continue. So first you have to fill. Now I will blend the color, and I am using, I will show you the use of brush. Now when you have to rub the brush, at times the blending becomes, it will not blend, because pencil colors are soft and soft also, and they leave a mark. So I want to rub out those marks and make the thing look plain. Now we'll try, I will show you use of a rough paper. If I use a rough paper, it could be any simple piece of paper. Otherwise, best is tissue paper. Now I have to rub this. You can try out with cotton. Now one thing more, when you are doing coloring with pencil colors or wax crayons, The paper should not have any uh, depth marks. Depth by depth mark, I mean that if you have used this sheet and there was another sheet above it, and you are trying to color it after some time, then the pencil marks which will leave a blank line on the paper will be visible. So those will be visible in a pencil color also. So if you want to avoid, then try to see that the paper should not have any marks and that the paper is absolutely plain. So when we blend, then the color marks become soft and smooth. And the blending or the mixing has to be done in such a way that because it is a pencil mark, if any color comes out, you can rub it. Now I've rubbed it. Now giving a second tone of a dark brown. And over this, then I will do another layer of brown. Now, normally you will see that some of the pencil colors are hard and some of them are soft. So the light colors are normally smooth and the dark colors tend to be little bit, some of them tend to be little bit hard. So that is the texture of the color and the material which is used inside. This is the edge of the piece. Now use light tone. And there is a design, not design, I would say that this is a flow, softness on the chocolate which I want to show. So there is a pattern which is shown here and there is a design which you will become 3D. I want to show that it is raised on the chocolate. So I have to vary the shade. This area is brown and just below it, when I will fill, then the color will become light. And this is a raised thing. So you keep on mixing and moving the color. There are normally 3 to 4 shades of brown of any shade. If you are buying a big color set, you can try out. There is some link given below the video. You can try those. Now when I will put a dark just against light, the automatically what is going to happen, the lighter area will become prominent. Like see this is dark brown. Now I'm not putting pressure, I am rubbing the pencil continuously in one area. On this area I will do some more, little bit more round. And this shine which you are seeing, now I will not put pressure of pencil, because when I will try to apply next layer, then the pencil mark will leave a depth mark inside the paper, and the next color will not fill in that. So these are small tips. And here we will fill it. This is a part of the caramel, and there are some pieces of yellow and a little bit of white which I want to show here. To keep on blending, and the white and the brown will give a nice golden shine. And the brown which is blend with that, this is the outer edge. Now I want to show stretching in this caramel. So this is the shade which I want to create, and this area is creamy white. So what I will do, I will fill it with a little bit of white, and over this some light pink will be used. This area is dark, and wherever you are using any medium, the dark against light, that is to be seen properly. Whenever you will create a dark area, and if there is a next to it there is a contrast shade, it will get highlighted automatically. Now I will use black also. Now this is the effect, the color shade which I wanted to create. This is the yellow over this. Now this is the lower part. So here I have to do dark. And here also there is dark. Now let's do concentrate on this area. Now this is the flow which has to be shown, because this is a natural chocolate which is not having a perfect rectangular or a cuboidal shape. Therefore, the shading will also go in that way. Now keep on blending, and this is the area. Now there is a flow which I have created here. Over this, I will put a very light shade, and when you will put a dark against it, then the whole thing will become a 3D effect. It will give out a 3D effect. Now see here also I want to create, but this is not having white in it. I can put white after some time. This is the edge. This has to be soft and round. And we blend it. And crisscross the color now, because now the color blending has already done. Now I am moving, because I want to show a round effect, so I am moving the color in a circular pattern. And there are some uh, cracks here which are typical of a chocolate. Therefore I am doing it in a different way. And use the same thing. The three tones are important. Now you have to change the way of shading. You have to shade in a soft way and in a curved path, slightly circular, because I want to create effect which is smooth and round also. This is the outer edge, and there is some bulge here. So don't put pressure of pencil. Just keep moving pencil in an area and it will become dark. Now I will shade. This is dark. Now when I do this, the shading becomes, the third tone comes. So the third tone, the darker tone, and then we can blend it also. But since I am moving the pencil in one pattern, the color mixing will take place. And in between, keep on mixing the light shade. Now we have to make things dark in some areas. The area which I am doing now, that will carry a dark tone, but the dark tone is not in one pattern. So without applying pressure, you have to move the colors and keep moving it in one area and vary the color tones. The three tones or three or four shades which you are applying, move with them only. So this gives now when I will come to the last detailing, then the thing will become different. This is the brownish, reddish brown, which will add the middle tone in this. So you have to move the color in a circular path. So keep watching. You will see the a tip of using pencil colors. Pencil colors are considered easy, but no. If you want to create something with pencil color, then the blending is the main part which everyone avoids. That is most important. And here is now this is what I was saying. Part in the shading has to be done in such a way that the mixing is there but the marks are minimized. Now I will rub it with a tissue paper and now something which I want to show you, the outer shading which will create effect of depth or the shadow which I have to provide. The reflection of the drawing on the surface. So I am doing that first. Now this gives life to the drawing in the sense that it will create a surface shadow. So this has to be kept light but yes, the shape will be of the object. So since the object is cuboid, the shadow will be smooth, but it is not absolute cuboid. Therefore, I have to see that the shading is in such a way that it is light. It will help me in getting the realism in this. In this lower part, the shadow has to go in this direction. Now move the color in such a way that it is not, the shadow is not dark. Now here is the part which is a bite or a cut in the, so when I'll show you a close up, this dark shade will help in erasing this part. So I have to make this area slightly darker. So when I do this dark, then the thing which is inside will become highlighted. So this is the effect which we have to keep in mind when we are using any medium. Contrast helps to create effect. Now this brown has to be done dark. So I am rubbing little bit of black over this. I will rub brown. Again, the thing which I have discussed earlier, don't make the pressure of the color spoil the drawing. Move the color continuously and it will change the effect. But yes, don't put pressure. And we have to shade it in this way. Now this is the stretch of caramel which is inside. So this will be blend with a little bit of brown and it will go till the end of the other chocolate, other piece. And this is another piece which is the stretch. So now this area is having some pieces. So now the dark tone over the brown, I am putting a shade of black, and over this then again I will rub brown, so it will give a nice depth to the drawing. Now mix light brown and this is reddish brown, and outside it, when you do, then it will give an effect of golden. Now I want to show this area with some golden tint, so I am rubbing it over the brown, so the brown will become golden. This is brown, but when I rub yellow over it, it becomes golden. Now I will keep it in close up. Now I have to do the last or the dark tone. The other portion of the drawing we will continue in the next session. So this is first part of this pencil color drawing. Next part we will, you can see it will be, I'll put that link below this video so that you see both of them in continuation, and then you are able to understand how to give the shade. Now the last tone, which is the dark tone, we have to use brown. We will continue this from where we are leaving, so you will not miss out on the step of this drawing, and then you can try like most of the people do. Those who watch, they see this, and then the drawing which they make, they send it for a guidance. The email link is given below. On that mail, the drawing they send, and then they are guided. I try to guide and attend as many people, those whom I can. This is a pencil color drawing session, but there are, if you search, go down in others, you will see that there are a lot of portrait sessions, pencil color, then anatomy, then clay. Lot of sessions are there. You can join us live in our future sessions and benefit for our revolution. We want to help reach as many people in giving the guidance on art. So I think it will take time. So we will do continue this. So stay connected and wait for, so soon I will complete the other part. And the other part is what? This is a, there is a chocolate which I'll draw here. A chocolate wrapper or the packet. Then it will become a complete drawing. I would have done a recorded session, but then in recorded it will again, the movement of the video will be affected. Now this is the caramel which I was talking. Over this, when I put yellow, then this becomes golden. A little bit of black over the brown will make it slightly dark, but the black will not be done everywhere, otherwise the effect will look artificial. Mostly you have to use the brown and the dark brown tone. Now the use of white is there. I will use white and put it at the end of this. This will make the edges smooth. And this part I will do it slightly more, and this is just an unfinished part. We will continue this drawing in the next session. The link of that session will be is below this video. So you connect and see how this drawing was completed in the next session. See you in the next class. Goodbye and take care. And don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell. See you